two, a 1 2, a 1
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Kaboom, boom, look who stepped in the room. Black suits and Timberland boots with Pumas on my feet to complete my technique. So let the fresh speak like I ain't go for tic-tac and guess the wrist rap. So don't get your chick smacked. I suggest you to get back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hello, everyone. My name is Lawrence Chavis, aka Larry Love, and this is
Keon, man, and it's the first time this motherfucker over here gave energy in front of the introduction. I hope you know
another
this.
episode of Real Talk, because I'm just gonna not let him throw shade at me.
I'm gonna throw mad shade, even though we're all these lights.
Everybody, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. We love the feedback.
Tag 3 friends, because that's how we spread and get viral.
Go view it on YouTube.
Yeah, we need that money.
Or we're gonna start coming to people's houses, making y'all watch the episodes.
I'll knock you on your door and I will definitely put your face in front of your screen like you gonna watch this motherfucker.
Instead of Jehovah's Witnesses, it's gonna be Real Talk Witnesses. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Saviors?
Keon and Lawrence.
Keon and Lawrence.
They keep it real shit all the time, anytime.
We're gonna have pamphlets, we're gonna have handouts, we're gonna have flyers.
Yep, we're gonna have applications so you can apply to the show.
We're gonna be getting on the train. Showtime.
Showtime. And build the desk right in front of it. I can't move. I don't give a fuck.
Sit right there, don't move.
It's not your
chair's not
stop
right.
shit.
All right, so let's get right into this. It's about being young parents in America. You are getting two different sides of perspective today because Keon himself, he has a beautiful daughter, Autumn. So he himself is a young parent, doing an amazing job, I might add, co-parenting.
Thank you very much.
And me, I don't have any kids, so you're getting the perspective of someone who has kids and the perspective of someone on the outside looking in.
Exactly.
So, first question, how can we go about raising our children right?
Well, nowadays, my plan to raise my daughter is just I'll keep it real with my daughter all the time. You know what I'm saying? That way, when she go out into the world, nobody can ever trick her or trying to manipulate her mindset or anything like that. I'm gonna keep it real with my daughter 24/7. I'm gonna let you know what it is. I'm gonna let you know what it's not. I'm gonna let you know how you should behave. I'm gonna let you know how you should not behave. I'm gonna raise you the way I was raised, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have to understand, we grew up as kids and we knew some things that was fucked up, but our parents never, they never understood. They was always, no, that's you just doing everything like that. I just want to be more understanding, because if you're more understanding with your children, they will come to you about anything. And this is where I feel like, some kids will go through what they go through, as adolescents and children or toddlers and everything like that. They don't feel like they can go to their parents and tell them. Like, that's how, it's sad to say, but there's a lot of females out there that's been, sexually molested and everything like that, or raped, and they just didn't say anything until they're older, because they felt like they couldn't go to their parent. And I don't want that happening to my daughter. That will never happen to my baby. If anything happens to her, I will tell her straight up. If anything happens to you, somebody touch you the wrong way, tell me. You will not get in trouble. Do not listen to that person. I own you. You're my belonging. I'll put you on this earth. Trust me. I will. Don't worry about anything. I want you to tell daddy. Just tell daddy anything. Or, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want that happening to my daughter. And that's where you didn't see that fly?
What the fuck?
And that's just, you know what I'm saying? I want my child to feel comfortable enough to come to her father and tell me anything.
I get you. That was like a whole Taken story. How can we go about raising our children right? I just think there needs to be some type of divide, meaning, if you're a parent, be a parent. It's okay to be a friend to your child, but understand that you're a parent first. And I think that's where a lot of relationships between parents and children get lost in translation. Because from the outside looking in, it's like, back when I was growing up, and I said it on the episode before, I'll say it again. Back when I was growing up, there were certain things I could not say to my mother. There's certain things I still won't say to my mother. There's certain tones you do not take with your mother, you know what I mean? Or take with your parents, or whatever the case is, or exactly, or you're getting smacked up. So I just think the issue comes in where a lot of parents nowadays, because parents are so young, they're now more interested in being friends with their kids, and they feel like if they devote themselves to their kids, they're taking away from their own life. But you know what I mean? Like that. You're a parent. This is what you have to do.
That's not your fucking
Your life
friend.
is not your own anymore.
Exactly.
So I just feel like you have to be a parent and not a friend. You can be both, but you have to understand that being a parent should take priority.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Over friendship.
Exactly. Because I'll let you know in a quick second, I'm not Keon. I'm your fucking father. Who
Yeah,
the
exactly.
fuck who you calling Keon? Huh? I'll fuck you up. And all this, and all these videos and, the parents think it's cute for their kids to be
Cursing and
cursing and
screaming
twerking and all that stuff. Like, nah, that's not fucking cool. Like, even though some of the videos are funny when the baby grabbed the Corona, is like, turn up! That shit was hilarious. But as long as he wasn't drinking the motherfucker. Yeah, you could grab it and everything like that. It's cool, but don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be fucking.
My thing is kids are malleable, you know what I mean? Their mind is not, they're in a stage of their life where they're soaking in all information. So you have to be very careful what information you send to them and you want them to receive, because this is how these situations happen, how these people turn out to be the type of people that they are because of how they were raised or because of what they saw when they were growing up.
Yeah, quote me if you want to, but I'll tell you this right now. For my daughter's first experience, when she gets old enough, unless she's 17, 18, which is around the age where we started drinking and doing all this extra shit, I don't want her, these dudes out here, they be trying to, let me just put the tip in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that extra shit. I'm going to tell her about sex. I'm going to tell her about drink. She's going to get drunk with the first time with me. Like, I'm going to give her a first sip of drink and everything like that, and I'm going to let her know, like, this is how it feels to be drunk. You should be, you always be mindful to, always mindful of your portions and everything like that. Don't never go overboard. Don't ever take a drink for somebody like that. You just got to train. Because at 18, let's be honest, the drinking age is 21, but we was doing it when we was 17 and 16. Let's be fucking honest here. Let's be all blunt. I was drinking when I was 17. Yeah. When I graduated high school, I did comedy stand-up.
I was that.
I was doing comedy stand-up. I manipulated you. I believe whole Thursday.
I had my first drink when I was like maybe 20, 21. So
we wasn't 21 on Thursdays.
Yes, we were.
Were we?
Yes, we were.
No, we was 20, going on 21.
We
Yeah.
was like 20, 21. So we were
corrupted
legally
him.
able to drink.
I corrupted him.
Look, bro, I was corrupted way before that.
Okay, I don't know about that.
So it just comes into raise your kids. You know what I mean?
Raise them. Don't be their fucking friends.
Understand that the world will do to them what the world will do, but you have control over certain aspects and how they see the world and if they're prepared for it or not. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Next one is planned pregnancies versus unplanned pregnancies. Sorry, planned pregnancies. Parencies. What the hell is a parency?
I don't know.
Planned pregnancies versus unplanned pregnancies. Had to get that out right.
Yeah, right there.
I
would say mine was an unplanned pregnancy, because definitely you just got the call. Hey, you're gonna be a dad. Actually, no, it was not a call. Story time. So I shit you not. It was October 25th. I will always remember this day because that's the day I passed my driver's test. Like, I was so nervous. Like, I did a lot of shit. I wore this shirt and I buttoned it down all the way to here because I had a driving instructor and she was a little robust, and she was looking at me. She was like, "Oh, you cute." I was like, "All right, cool. I'm about to get this driver's license right now." I unbuttoned my chest for show, my chest hair all out. I had the one hand. She said, "Don't do that. You got to grab two." You're right. I'm sorry. So I was nervous. And I fucking took off in neutral. So she's like, She's like, stop the car, turn it off. I was like, fuck, I failed. Damn it, I gotta come back again. She's like, you know what, it's okay, sweetie. Turn off the car, look out the mirror, calm down, do it again. I was like, I'm in there. Passed my driver's test, called everybody, Mom, passed my driver's test. Woo! Called my dad. Dad, I'm gonna need the car this weekend. I got my license. Next call was Corinne. We gotta talk. About what? What's up? She come to the crib. I'm pregnant. Fuck. I just got my license, man. I want to drive around and go to the homes and everything like that, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, that's how I found out. The day I passed my driver's test is the day I found out I was having a kid. So that was definitely unplanned. Now, I would say planned pregnancy is something like my aunt. My Aunt Robin and everything like that. Married, they travel the world and everything like that. Then they decided to have kids. That's definitely a planned pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Versus, when you're young. You're young, you always have unexpected pregnancy because, I like raw. Raw feels good.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Raw got you your kid.
Yeah, raw got me my kid. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say
is what it
planned
is.
pregnancies versus unplanned pregnancies. There's nothing wrong with either. We are
No.
humans.
It's not.
Not
at all.
You know, we are humans. There's never, no child is a mistake. There are some unfortunate circumstances that can lead to having kids, but I'm not really gonna get into those.
No.
But planned pregnancies are good because it gives you time to prepare.
Yes.
It gives you time to like plan pregnancy. You know what I mean? You get to plan it out. Like,
It's
there's
right
no
there in
better
the
way to
fucking
put it. It's
word.
right there in the name.
It's
You
a
get to plan it
planned
out.
pregnancy.
But for unplanned pregnancies, like I said, I'm a very spiritual person. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So if you do
my
have
daughter
an
is
unplanned
definitely a
pregnancy,
reason.
it's a blessing in disguise. So
Yes, I mean, like I would never regret the day I had my daughter, and you know, I'm blessed for my daughter's mother to forgive her to me. Shout out to Corinne. Shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for giving me my beautiful daughter. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't regret anything. I can't picture my life without her.
I'm just happy the pregnancy is over, so I don't get no more calls in the morning.
I'm so happy too, bro.
No
I'm so
cheesecake, so no
fucking
Keon's being an asshole.
Don't do that, or don't do that on camera. You ain't shit. You know she was pregnant and she was going through shit. Don't fucking do that.
So
my God.
next question is, should you marry the person you have a kid with?
No, I do not. Look, I say no in my situation because, you know, some people are not meant for each other. You know, you're meant to be
not compatible.
Yeah, we're not compatible, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe you struck gold and found the person that you want. It all depends on the person you had a child with. You know what I'm saying? Pregnancy would definitely make or break a relationship. I'll tell you that right now. Cause it's definitely a road, that's a hard road to, you know, pave. You know, you back and forth to doctor visit, you can't miss doctor visits and everything like that. You can't miss ultrasounds, you can't do this. And some people, it's either you step up or you step out. Two options, you step up or you step out. I stepped up because like my grandfather said, and I always will quote this, if you put it on the world, that's your motherfucking responsibility. Get to it and keep your dick in your pants. That's exactly what he said. Wise words from an indecent man. But, you know what I'm saying? I stepped up because that's my responsibility. She did not create that child alone. I'm going to these doctor visits. I got to wake up early in the morning. I'm going to be tired. It doesn't matter. We both did this, and you know what I'm saying? Doctor visits, hospitals, all that stuff. You got to do it. You have to do it.
True.
It's either you step up or you step out. Be a man or be a pussy.
I mean, like, yeah, that's one way of putting it.
No, it is a one way of putting it, because I don't respect, I can't understand for the life of me a man that can hold his child and look into their eyes for the first time, put them down and walk out their life. I looked in my daughter's eyes and I melted. She had me. She had me. I was like,
they're deadbeat moms, deadbeat dads.
oh yeah, that be moms is,
So it's all,
that's
you know what I
crazy.
mean? It's you can't really put that on one specific role,
Hey,
but I will say,
wait, how the fuck you have the baby and you still on epidural? She walking out. She like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I mean, they're deadbeats in all genders.
Yeah, they are.
So,
They are.
but I feel like, should you marry the person you have a kid with? Like you said, sometimes you're just not compatible.
You're not.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Your relationship with your child's mother or father should not affect how you raise your child. Period. Period. It should not affect it.
My daughter has nothing to do with us.
Exactly.
With us.
Exactly. You two
I
brought
tell
that
you
child into this world. Whatever you two are going through is whatever you two are going through. Raise that child right.
Exactly.
You don't have to be married, but you can co-parent.
I agree 100 motherfucking %. 100 motherfucking %. My daughter has nothing to do with us arguing and doing all the extra shit that is going on between us.
Exactly.
As long as I'm doing what I gotta do as a father, all you have to fucking worry about. Next question, because I'm gonna go in deep on that.
Being a single mother and being a single father. What is your like outlook on those two? I'll go first. So, I was lucky enough to be blessed with a mother who is amazing.
Shout out to mommy.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mommy.
She had 7 kids, 7 beautiful kids.
Strong woman.
Doesn't look like she had any kids at all.
See how big this thing is? Huge.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my mother. You know,
Shout out to mommy
my
and
father.
grandma.
My father walked out my life at a very young age. Like I said, playing the world's longest game of hide and go seek. You ask me years from now, and I'll tell you the same thing. He is a pro at it.
That nigga is better than
He will
Waldo.
be missing from his own funeral. So, like I said, that's just the type of person he is. But I was blessed enough to have a mother who
Where's
had
that?
such a great support system in my grandmother and my grandfather. So shout out to my grandmother, my grandfather. My grandfather, rest in peace, he passed away in 2003. So you know, my mother and my grandmother really stepped up. And when you're a single mother raising 6 boys and 1 girl, it's hard. You know what I mean? Because
it's
you have to
definitely
work,
hard.
you have to raise each kid individually because you all
raising
have
one
their
is
own
hard enough.
personalities. Exactly. So shout out to my mother. So being a single mother, I know firsthand from watching my mother went through that is extremely hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you're on the outside looking in, and you could just you can appreciate the whole
Exactly.
situation.
You can appreciate it as a whole. Being a
Yep.
single parent father. I know guys who have had to take their children from their girlfriends because the girlfriends have went nuts or they just didn't want anything to do with the kid or whatever the case it may be.
Yeah,
I've
most
seen
definitely.
single fathers as well, and I know that's tough because as a man, there are aspects of a child's life that they need from a mother, you know what I mean? Or there are aspects of a child's life that they need from a father. You know what I mean? That's why I said earlier, like, no matter what your relationship with each other is, work together and raise that child because it takes 2, you know what I mean?
It
It
definitely
takes
takes
both
2.
those parents to raise that child.
Takes 2 to tango.
Because there are things a man is supposed to teach that a woman can't teach.
Yep.
There are things a woman's supposed to teach that a man cannot teach.
Exactly.
Period.
Because
you know what I mean?
a woman can't teach another woman how to respect a man. Sorry about that. I'm serious.
I
You
mean-
can't. No, like if there's no male figure in their life, how the hell are they supposed to know how to, respect the authority of a man?
No, you see, I disagree with that. I don't think the woman can't teach women how to respect a man. I don't think a woman can raise a man to be a man.
No,
Because
I
I
was
think
talking about women,
I think
not
a male
men.
figure is important in a male child's life. But as far as a
Come on.
female child, I feel like a woman. The only thing a father can do for a girl child that a mother shouldn't have to do is teach her how a man is supposed to treat her. Because a mother can teach you, yes, this is how a man is supposed
bring
to
my
treat
baby
you.
roses
This is
on
how a man is
Valentine's
supposed to
Day.
treat you. But the father is supposed to be there to pick up those pieces.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. Let's go
Hey,
out to get some
princess.
ice cream. Hey,
Hey,
princess. Hey, babe.
yeah.
So that way when these guys start feeding you that shit, you peep game and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
like, nah.
that's nothing special to me. My dad says that to me all the time. You know what I mean? These girls don't get that from their fathers. That's why it's so appeasing to them when they get it from these fuck boys, so to speak.
Yeah, you took it out of my mouth.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, I
But-
feel like it's important.
Yeah, I would say being a single dad is definitely a challenge because you have to be picky on who you date and who can be around your child. First of all, me and my daughter's mother have an agreement. I cannot have another woman around my child unless she meets her. And I think that's a great system, and vice versa for her. If you're dating and you feel like this is a good man and you want to bring him in your life, I have to meet him. I have to know who's around my child. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna have you bring no random person around my child, sitting there holding her and kissing her up on Instagram. I'm like, who the fuck are you and why you kissing my? Oh man, that'll be the day. Woo! Sorry.
Story time. Story time. Story time.
Story time. Camera one.
when Corinne was pregnant with Autumn, me and Corinne had a lot of conversations. I went to the hospital to, you know what I mean? Because there was sometimes you were gonna be late to the hospital, so I just didn't want her to be by herself. So I would go there with her, hang out, chill, talk with her.
True friend right there.
So we were talking and she was explaining to me Keon and her situation. I'm not gonna explain it out there. I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna say they're both respectable for their maturity and dealing with everything. And I respect it. So one of the issues with me was, and I told Keon this from the jump. Keon could tell you this. I told you, I don't give a shit your relationship with your daughter's mother. You are gonna raise your daughter, period. So I don't have to worry about that with him. And I told Corinne that. I said, listen, I don't expect another man to be holding up and kissing up on Autumn or anything like that because her father is in her life. If he slacks and he becomes a deadbeat, he's not. But I'm saying hypothetically, if he became a deadbeat,
Can't
that's
even be a
different-
hypothetical.
Exactly. That's a whole different story because he's not a you get what I'm saying? He's not a deadbeat. But if he was a deadbeat, it's okay to
Yeah.
have him in. And one day,
I can't say nothing about it. What
one
can I
day
do?
she had uploaded a Snapchat story, and in that Snapchat story was this dude holding on Autumn. I think he was kissing her on the cheek, or he's making
It
her
was Drake
dick,
Horn.
or something like that. And my head went through the roof. I was so pissed off. I was like, yo, it's about to be a murder. Until I found out it was Drake Horn. Shout out to Drake Horn.
Yo, Drake Horn, shout out to you,
Shout
man.
out to you.
Man,
Also another
congratulations
good
on your kid, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and Daniel
Danny,
and your
yes.
kids.
Your beautiful
you guys
boy
are gonna
that's
be
coming up.
amazing parents.
Hell
Shout out
yeah,
to you
man.
guys.
Yeah.
But Drake Horn was about to catch these hands. I didn't know who it was. I just seen some dude holding a Autumn, and I'm like, nah, I'm the Godfather. There's only two. There's only two men that should be holding on that baby, and they both over here. So who the hell is that? Oh God.
That was a fun day, because he called, Keon! Who the fuck? I'm like, bro, it's Drake Horn. It's Drake Horn. Oh, I was about to go to Chuck E. Cheese turn. I was like,
oh, my
it's Drake
God.
Horn, bro, calm down. Oh, man, that was a good
So another question. What
Oh, shit.
lessons have you learned about being a young parent? Like what life lessons? What has changed for you? What lessons?
Me is just, as a young father and everything like that, it's just knowing what to cut off in your life, what's bad for you, what's gonna be bad for her in the long run. How should I work? Should I work more? Should I do these things? What I have to do, to go about situations where it won't affect my daughter and everything like that, or won't affect the image of me as being a father. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, because we're all not promised tomorrow. We're not. And God forbid if I die before my daughter gets to actually know me, like we can talk and have conversations. That's why I take all these pictures with my daughter and I post it up on social media, so will always have a piece of me. Like, even if I'm dead and gone and everything like that, she'll always have a piece of me. And
You about to
everything like
cry?
that. I am. I am.
I see
am.
the little glisten.
No, my daughter's definitely changed my life for the better, man. Like, yo, she means a lot to me. Like, when I first held her, it's just my whole world changed. She really means a lot.
So
to
I'm gonna give you a second. You could take the middle
Nah, I'm
floor.
good, I'm good,
No,
I'm
no, not to cry. I'm
not
gonna just
gonna
give you a
cry.
middle second to talk about Autumn. Go ahead, take the floor. The floor is yours. I don't even want to be in this. I'm gonna give you a little minute. Go ahead, talk about Autumn, and then I'll jump back in. Go ahead.
No,
Because I want you to explain to everybody like how your life changed when you had a kid, how you used to be as opposed to like how you are now. I want everybody to get a feel of that because I feel like everybody sees people change, but nobody gets the inside perspective on how your child changed your life. You know what I mean? You can ask your mother, you can ask all these people, and they can tell you, but the world is not going to see that. So I feel like from your perspective, you should tell the world, like, you know what I mean? This is how I felt when I first had Autumn. This is how I feel now. So go ahead, man. Take the floor. Go ahead.
All right, so, okay, because you going to make me cry. Nah, it's just, like I said, when I first held my daughter, my whole life changed. The man I was before wasn't the man who I was when she came in this world. You know what I'm saying? It was always about me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about nothing else but myself. I care about my family and everything like that. And I always cared about other people's feelings and everything like that. But now, when she came into the world, it was nothing but me and her. That's all I cared about. It's just me and her. And when I say that girl, like, she brings out a different man, she brings a different person out of me. Like, everybody always say that how they child changed them and everything like that, but it never, I always show it because me, I went through the whole situation, like that, I went through a lot. My job was writing me up because I had to take off time for work because Kareem was in the hospital and everything like that, and they kept calling me, and I took all that bullshit. It was all worth it. I took all that because everything is worth it. Everything was worth it with her. I gave up everything, bro, like, for real. And it's just, I love that girl.
I respect it, man.
I love
Like,
her.
because as Autumn's godfather, like I said, your bond is way stronger than any bond I'll ever have with her, and I understand that because she came from you. But that doesn't mean, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
love her as
no.
if that's my own child.
Definitely.
That's a part of me. Like, for anybody who knows me, they know I hate kids. I hate them. I have a beautiful niece, Aurora. I have a beautiful nephew, Faris. By my older brother, Marcus Chavis. We had a deadbeat dad, but shout out to him. He is definitely not a deadbeat dad. He has stepped up and become 1 million times the man that our father ever was.
Step up and step out.
So I highly respect my older brother for that. And then, like I said, I saw the change too, because it went from Lawrence, there's what we gonna do, to me and Autumn. Now I gotta do such. I gotta go get Autumn. I gotta do this for Autumn, and I respect it, man. From man to man, I respect it. I highly respect it.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you need your downtime.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes
you know,
you need your downtime.
my job now. Shout out to them because I'm being downsized, I'm getting laid off, going to another job. Fuck that place. But they definitely put a lot of. They definitely fucked me over on that. Like, and they was really not understanding. Like, I don't understand how you write somebody up. I told them, if it comes down to my job or my family's coming first.
10 times out of 10.
My family's coming first.
Absolutely. You can
Fuck
get another
this
job. You can't get another
fuck this
family.
job. I can't.
Absolutely.
If they say, Keon, we need you here right now, guess what? I'll see y'all later. Y'all be all right? I'll see you tomorrow.
So, how do you feel about being a parent back then versus being a parent now? I know we spoke about it a little bit in the beginning, but like, I want to elaborate on it a little more.
I would say being a parent back then was way more easier than being a parent now, because the cost of living was definitely different.
Okay.
Like, you can get a good job in a nice apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment for like $600 a month, and you be Gucci.
How far back are you talking?
I'm talking about like back with grandma, like when I was growing, like the 90s,
okay.
like, you know, when I was first born, like, you know, rent was
91?
Yeah, rent was $600 back then. Now rent is like $1,200, $1,400
For a closet.
For a closet. You just sitting there like, all right, man, yeah, I got my own place, you know what I'm saying? This the bathroom, that's the kitchen. Right there. You want something to drink? Hold on, move over to the left real quick.
Scoot over a little bit. Now you're in the bathroom.
I got you. You're in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you definitely had a nice sizable apartment for a good, decent amount of rent. And now, being a parent nowadays, you gotta take care of you gotta get the baby food. Your formula is a bitch. You know how much formula is? It's $18 a can. Fuck that if you don't have WIC. If you don't have WIC, oh man, $18 a can, bro. And it only lasts a week and a half. Kid you not, that's how much babies eat. 2 scoops, 3 scoops, that adds up. Can gone. You need another $18. I was stressed. I was like, because I had to keep finding formula for her to, like, she wasn't taking well to different formulas.
Certain formulas, yeah.
Man, I spent, kid you not, $300 on formula trying to find the right formula for her. Then I had to pay rent. Then I had to pay bills. And then all this extra stuff. So the cost of living back then,
Okay.
I would say made it more easier. Because you could I could have had making what I make now, I could have had my own place and Autumn would have been great. Like a good 2-bedroom apartment, her room right there, big living room, big screen TV on the wall. But New York is so fucking high, and that's why people actually move out to upstate Pennsylvania, Denver, and everything like that, and they live there comfortable. But I can't see myself leaving Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn.
That's true. And in terms of like parent-child interaction, right?
It's cold.
Chilly in here.
It's cold as fuck.
And in terms of dang, I spit all over. In terms of parent-child interactions, how do you think it has changed from back then to now?
Like you said, these parents want to be their friends. Social media has been a big influence on how you raise your child and everything like that, because everybody want to go viral. Oh, watch my baby do this. Do that little walk, baby. Shake your booty. Ha, ha, ha. Trying to be their friends and everything. Oh, take a sip of this. Take a sip of this drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to be your child's friend versus being a parent. Your interactions with your child should not be a friendship thing. It should definitely be, I'm mom, you're the child, I'm dad, you're the child. Respect it. Man, if my mom says she calling my dad, nigga, I'm nervous the whole day. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, true. If my mom says she's calling my dad, I'm gonna be like, how you found him? No, let me stop. I'm just kidding. I love you, Mom. No, like I said, I'm a mama's boy. I will openly admit it. I'll tell everybody I'm a mama's boy. I don't care.
I love my grandma. I love my grandma and my
Facts.
mama.
I love my grandma, my mother, my aunts,
Yeah.
all of them. So
Definitely.
I feel like interactions. I feel like you're absolutely right. I feel like but I feel like that's more the system that was built, because nowadays, like back when I was growing up, they had ACS and Child Protective Services, and if you would have told my mother, look, I'm calling ACS on you, my mother would be like, you be dead before they get here, so you better get off that damn phone and do what I told you to do.
I hit you so hard you down 919.
So
Yeah,
you
man,
better-
look.
With that being said, any last statements?
Autumn, I love you, baby, and you changed daddy for the best. I love you so much. And I'm gonna end it like that. And stop trying to be your fucking kids' friends. Be a parent. Damn it. Shit, I'm tired of this. And your badass kid on the train, damn, kicking me on the side of my leg and shit. I'm about to discipline you. Oh, he ain't got no daddy? I'll be his daddy this whole ride. Sit down and shut up, little nigga.
Oh, God. My last statement is going to be, like I said, do not let how you feel about your significant other or your partner, don't let that affect how you raise your kid. Everybody raise your children. This world needs good parents, because good parents create great kids.
You need your father. They need their fathers.
We need all that. We need fathers. We need mothers. We need all that. That
grandparents. It takes a village.
It takes a village to raise a child. Like, it really does. We need everybody. You can be your child's friend, but understand you're a parent first. Yes. Above all, you're a parent first. So you, like my mother always used to tell me, I will whip your ass 100 times inside this house so you don't go outside and get that done being stupid. So I'm like, woo!
Mama.
To mama. She'll do
mama
it.
right there.
She'll do it.
And we gonna cut it right there, y'all. Cut.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
I want to, I want to, I want,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Kaboom, boom, look who stepped in the room. Black suits and Timberland boots with Pumas on my feet to complete my technique. So let the fresh speak like I ain't go for tic-tac and guess the wrist rap. So don't get your chick smacked. I suggest you to get back.
That's
Crying like a little.
That's
I was like,
what I'm saying. I don't care. Don't blame it on the Pisces. Do not blame it on the Pisces.
I'm just coming to the conclusion that you have to talk about ratchet topics.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
If it's not a ratchet topic, you only got like 5 words.
No, that's not true.
So, Keon, how do you feel today? Good. How them hoes be? Oh my God, bro, those hoes be dry.
That's not even true.
Got a whole 30-page thesis on them hoes, but
That's not even true.
yeah, because this is like
Yeah, this is, I need you to be a little bit more, just a little bit more over this way.
this way.
Okay?
You got it.
Did you write any episodes? No, of course you didn't.
Come on, Keon, don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Don't be like what? Piece of shit.
Linda turned into Tupac.